All right, choices. Inside a secret alien society. Climbing a skyscraper without ropes. Burping on YouTube for a living. The horrors I saw at a Korean private school. We might end up watching all of them. I just want to know what you want to watch first. Alien. Aliens. All right, how about we do aliens? They're not long. They're only like 20 minutes each. Let me know what type of alien you want to be. We'll do aliens to start, and then we'll do Korean, and then we'll round it out with skyscraper without ropes. Guys, hold on. That first 8 seconds were something else.
In the foothills of the Italian Alps, in 1978, a group of people started digging, building temples deep underground, and believed they could communicate with cosmic beings.
Yeah, I would love to go there.
They called themselves Damanhur.
Damanhur's greatest wish is to leave the world altogether.
Me too.
They're trying to book.
Yes, me too. I'm the same way.
A one-way ticket into space.
If a Damanhurian were to walk past you in the street, you'd never know they claim to have mastered time travel.
What the fuck?
Hurian were to walk past you in the street, you'd never know they claim to have mastered time travel and possess ancient.
Those are just Twitch streamers. That's just a Twitch streamer. That's not a Damanhur. That's just you just found one.
You'd never know they claim to have mastered time travel and possess ancient alien healing powers from the lost city of Atlantis.
The temples are alive. They are like spaceships.
You'd think they would want to protect such fantastic alien powers from outsiders, but no. They welcome new members with open arms. There are hundreds of members already. And
yo, she looked like she was about to show hole. That's the pose you do. That's the pose I do before I finally reveal it. Arms fully outstretched. Legs completely akimbo.
Already. And all you
and then
need
you
to do to
bend
join
over.
Them is swear to give Damanhur.
Oh my god. Everything? I don't know if I can give up the couches.
All around the world, but their capital is here, outside Turin in Italy, where over 600 followers live in a community complete with shops, living quarters, and temples. Damanhur shunned the media, but by promising not to call them a cult, I've managed to get an invitation to their biggest celebration.
Did not call them a
cult.
cult.
The birthday party of the deceased founder Falco.
Not a cult.
An insurance broker who in the 70s became a spiritual guru.
Yo, hold on. You guys are calling this a cult? But look,
became a spiritual
would a cult
guru.
have a cool little secret door like this? You see that?
I sogni di tante persone per creare una condizione nuova.
It was Falco's vision that led to 9 temples being built, 70 meters underground. They are Damanhur's version of the Sistine Chapel, complete with pretty much every religious symbol and deity imaginable, as well as portrayals of their members. Ah, there's Falco. Everyone in Damanhur adopts an animal name.
Welcome in the temples of humankind.
For Mika means ant.
That's me, by the way.
Yo, she's got like cool armor, man. You gonna do Dragon Paladin strength build? Go Faith.
So this is the hall which is dedicated to the beauty of this planet.
What's my
And these
animal?
walls,
Is a
you
goblin
can
an
see
animal?
all different
Can I be a
landscapes
groundhog?
that represent the beauty and the diversity of this planet Earth.
Cultural appropriation is taken to its extreme here, but Damanhurians say they're honoring all cultures and religions whose origins were known to the lost city of Atlantis.
We have
I'm
a
not a
period
raccoon.
in which we have reached the highest level of both technological development and also spiritual growth. That has been a moment in the empire of Atlantis.
And in Atlantis, they apparently also befriended what sounds like ancient aliens.
This looks like a
We
massive,
have
like,
a
LARP.
special alliance with a species which is called Self. And they are cosmic beings. All the temples has been created to be also a bridge with this intelligent species.
Did you see Harambe
that
there?
allow us to connect it with what? With the laws that are underlying this universe.
When you talk about other intelligent being, is it outside our world as well, like Earth, I mean?
Yeah, it can be absolutely.
If you think all this talk of alien creatures is a bit far-fetched,
So the temples, they are like spaceships.
then I'm
Oh,
completely
you know. Unlucky, you know they've got big orgies going on in those temples. I mean, there's no way they're not just like lubed up, tarped out, going to town.
However, having never found a cure for my own mental health issues, I am prepared to try anything.
Wait, what?
Even channeling invisible cosmic beings. Lucky for me, Antelope here has just the right handmade copy contraption called an intelligence machine to do just that.
With mental health and mental illness and healing, do you have anything that would work here?
It's not different
mean,
for us because in our
give it a shot, I
holistic,
guess.
vision is the
I don't think it's gonna hurt anything.
psychological part and the soul part.
Unless they start giving her
spiritual
drugs.
part are together. Every treatment can work on the physical part, on the psychological part, and also on the spiritual deeply part.
My first treatment begins with Antelope connecting into my frequency by repeatedly tapping 6 marbles.
That owns, man. That seriously owns.
Glued to a wall.
Okay. Every code can work in different way. For example,
Why not?
here, different kind of code, different.
Is that like cardboard? That looks like a piece of cardboard that's just like hot glued to like a piece of copper.
Treatment. And during this treatment, we have a sound.
They believe this specific frequency will attract the selves, their cosmic friends, to realign my organs or whatever else Antelope asks them to do.
Okay, Alessia, now you can come for the second part of this treatment. You lay down on the bed.
I'm not feeling any selfic beings working within me so far, but I am mesmerized by the mass of copper and super glue hovering above me.
It's a lot of super glue.
This treatment start now, but start to work and increase and grow for the next 15, 16 days. And after, stabilize the result and is long for 1 year. If you want to repeat next year, we are here.
The
I
cost
mean-
of this treatment is
Oh, okay, hold on. I was gonna say she's real nice. 150 euros though? You can almost get a Series S for 150 euros. This video is fairly recent, Albino, I think.
150 euros, but the prices go up to the thousands.
What?
A hefty sum for what so far feels more like a grad show by someone really into copper. Next on the agenda, a visit to our local time travel expert, Gnomo.
I need to be very clear. I am not the time traveler Nomo. Okay? That is not me. I don't want you going around anywhere on this website telling people, oh, SDShepard, he's actually Nomo, a time traveler.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
Andiamo.
Alessia.
This is a gate, a portal. When you step in the other side, you change the memory inside your body. It is all surrounded by selfic elements, water, and the energy of the selfica. They are working.
I did not
on
meet Jen
our
time traveling.
time-space plane.
Selfica is what they call objects acting as conduits to reach their cosmic friends, the selves.
I think that we can
I do not do
recap
this in Italy.
the complete selfic approach to a time technology.
Is it metaphorical?
I get force-fed and
Or is
it-
turned into an obese
And
little
did you do
piggy.
it?
Yes.
And what happened?
With time travel?
Yes.
Time travel is a complex technology,
Okay.
so there is not a movement. You will be there, and you have to come back.
What if I get stuck?
If you get stuck, you have to change your own life, and you create your own life there. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
The most important aspect is not only to find a way to move in time, but also to come back to your.
Okay.
With the
You gonna
portal
do it?
conveniently out of service, there's no risk of getting stuck today. However, there's no end to the possibility
When it's in service, are people just like hopping back and forth all the time? I'm going to turn the audio up a little bit, by the way.
possibilities promised by the other shiny objects in the
Just let me
room.
know if it's too loud. I don't think it will be.
This is the most advanced kind of selfica. It's the high end of selfica. This is a water
Wait.
kind of
Is this thing saying how many holes does this ring have?
selfica. It's the high end of selfica. This is a water inside that come from the 60s, and we use that small drop of waters to energize the other waters. It's a sort of laptop, a computer of selfica.
If I wanted to buy one, how
Yes.
much would it be?
The average from 7,000 euros to 15,000 euros.
Mine is about 40,000.
It's hard to imagine anyone willing to pay 40,000 euros for something like this. But followers all
Like, you can buy a house for 40,000 euros in certain parts of Europe, right? Like, still, you can spend 40,000 euros and just get a house?
around the world believe these objects allow them to heal without traveling to Damanhur. There's items aimed at all ages, claiming to activate a self-healing process for everything, from hearing loss to stress, insomnia, cervical pain, and bad eating habits. The healing is supposed to happen after wearing the item for weeks or months, but there's no guarantee.
This kind of circuit help the person to make harmony inside of us.
This was all
High-end
sorts
jewelry
of fun
is
when they were
also
showing
claimed
off
to
their
channel
sex
the cosmic
temples,
friends to
but
help with healing.
This is the jewelry of Damanhur. All these circuits is like our electronic circuit you find in a tablet in your computer. This is
They
the
probably
same,
got a dildo.
and we can program this piece for different function. Okay. A piece like this is like for us or Ferrari.
If I wanted to buy this, how much would this be?
The price is 44,000 euro.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave it here. then.
Yeah.
It's not going with me.
Trying to understand the supposed cosmic science behind these often expensive devices has left me feeling skeptical.
I thought the prices were exaggerated because I don't know if these things are actually going to work. It just feels it's taking advantage for people like myself who
If it were
actually have
20
suffered
bucks.
from eating disorders, of anxiety or depression.
Fine.
It's not only their unusual healing devices
I mean,
that
Zany,
raise
you
questions, but also some former members have brought their alleged financial grievances with Damanhur to the press and even to court. This former member left Damanhur a long time ago after claiming to have given them a vast sum of money.
I left after realized Damanhur was a fake spiritual place. Within the community, everybody had an animal and vegetable name, Falco the Falcon. He was the guru, he was the chief, he always controlled everything. The democracy was the external face, the reality was really different. You had to give all
That's crazy,
your
man.
income, real estate.
That's
crazy,
all your money
dude.
to the community.
And what sort of things did you have to give to Damanhur?
I gave to Damanhur all my salary. I gave to Damanhur my inheritance, around 500,000 euros. So, €500,000.
Since I can't question Falco about this, I found a core member, Coboldo, who's been here from virtually the beginning. How did you first become involved with the Damanhur?
I want to see more aliens.
Per il mio mestiere di giornalista ho deciso di conoscere meglio questi matti che hanno creato questa comunità. Poi, diventando amici, ho preferito cambiare la mia vita
Oh my
e
God.
venire a Damanhur per
They
costruire
sucked him in.
qualcosa di concreto. Ho aperto l'ufficio stampa che ancora non esisteva e abbiamo avuto alcuni problemi. Molti attacchi a Damanhur in quel periodo. Attacchi a Damanhur vuol dire Damanhur è una setta
they don't
pericolosa,
seem
i damanhuriani
super
vivono
dangerous, just
in un
extremely
modo
exploitive,
che
you know?
diventa un esempio negativo. Questo ha dato modo alle istituzioni italiane di
They don't seem
trovare le cose illegali che c'erano, e cosa che non è mai avvenuta.
Among the legal cases brought against Damanhur were the temple's lack of building permissions and legal challenges from ex-Damanhurians trying to recover their money.
And where's the money going?
I've heard that when you join Damanhur,
I mean, I
you
guess the
have to give up
temples.
your possessions. Is that true?
Siamo in un mondo di fake news. Damanhur è cresciuta esattamente in quel modo nei primi 10 anni della sua vita. Lì era necessario fare uno sforzo importante per mettere insieme le risorse e far crescere la comunità. È stata una scelta molto dura, difficile. Dopo i primi 10 anni questo non è più stato assolutamente necessario.
Coboldo says members are no longer required to give them all their money. His job has been to protect Damanhur's reputation, and he was close friends with their founder.
Ho
we
conosciuto
just heard a guy
Falco
say he was gonna give them all their
nel
money.
1981. Io ho passato tutti questi anni con lui fino a quando ha lasciato il corpo nel 2013. Era un uomo molto curioso, molto dinamico, un vulcano di idee.
Can I get a little streamer shrine when I die? Just like me and Maldi at my feet. Every once in a while, someone will just light a little candle. I don't want anyone's money. Just like a little doll like that.
With miniature
We need
Falco
them
watching
all
over
equal.
us, his
We gotta
birthday,
find a good
now a
company
celebration for Damanhur, is kicked off by their new press officer,
They
Labrador.
make a little bean shrine in the corner for
Welcome
me.
to
I'll
everyone.
accept that.
And we would like to start now with lighting the fires of the arch and the falcon.
No
Food is
shrine.
burnt as an offering to the land.
I just imagine my preserved
Grazie
body
per tutti
being
questi
hoisted up,
momenti
just
che ci sono
permanently
con
showing
Jesús.
my hole
An actual
forever.
falcon is spotted flying above the celebrations.
Our spiritual guide is Falco, so for us, falcons are really a good scene.
What does Damanhur mean to you?
Oh, Damanhur is my life, my dream, the opportunity to do whatever I want and to look for new discovery.
Con voi, buona continuazione. Buon pomeriggio a tutti.
He was always trying to put the focus not on himself, but on us together. And it always has been a very beautiful opportunity. Many things happening.
I'm sure they have some
many
fun
events.
parties,
It's really a day
but
of
Jesus
celebration.
Christ,
and being
all of
happy
your
together.
money?
And they sing their national anthem. As I look around, I noticed there are not many young people here. Oh, there's one. How comes you're in Damanhur?
I was born here. You basically grow into the community, and it's a beautiful thing. But after 18, 19, maybe you feel this push of going outside and discover more the world and all the other things. Because a community can be a very special, but also is like a bubble sometimes.
While some choose to leave the nest, those who stay seem to fully embrace the Damanhurian ethos. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll be 28 next month, and I was actually born in Damanhur. So I'm a second-generation Damanhurian.
How was that like, growing up here?
Normal, of course. We are all part of a project. So we all contribute to Damanhur either, by money, if somebody is good in making money and can support the community like that, or with our time. People also are willing to invest their personal extra time from work in doing art, in creating services for the other Damanhurians.
To grow as a community, Damanhur needs young people to move in. Ura will be officially registering as a citizen today, after completing a trial period.
Io sono arrivato da Damanhur 5 anni fa, più o meno. Sono cresciuto con questi racconti di Damanhur e quindi io, quando sono diventato grande, ho deciso di venire a vivere a Damanhur, molto semplicemente.
Was it a bit of a cultural shock when you moved to Damanhur?
Assolutamente no. Non è stato facile, ovviamente, nel senso che quando ti fanno notare un tuo atteggiamento, un tuo comportamento che da solo non te ne accorgeresti mai, non è facile. Cioè, ci sono due le strade: o lo accetti e lavori su di te, o te ne vai. Quindi la cosa bella per me è che ho la possibilità di migliorarmi, e il rimando è quello, che ce la stai facendo e quindi ti impegni ancora di più, no?
Hundreds gather at the temple, ready for an important announcement.
Tante decisioni alla comunità, ma quando le persone scendono e dopo periodi di prova confermano di avere...
Maybe they'd let me stream. They probably have pretty good internet out there. Maybe they have fiber. Alien society? It is an alien society. Does this look normal to you?
Pensare bene degli altri e sono disposto a offrire la mia vita e ogni cosa in mio possesso.
Although we had been reassured, the material possessions were no longer required to join.
Siamo in un mondo di fake news.
One after another, people take the oath, swearing to give everything to Damanhur.
Before the 80s.
Per aiutare la comunità e qualsiasi altro cittadino, per raggiungere i fini per i quali questa stessa comunità è nata. Lo giuro.
What they just said, was that in a metaphorical sense? Or,
no, it's literally.
They're telling us, oh, you don't have to give in your possessions, oh, you don't have to give in your life to them. But what I just heard is totally the opposite.
While new recruits seemingly sign their lives away, the show continues with some more absurd and harness action. At first, I'm convinced it's a representation of their cosmic friends. Turns out, they're trying to... I'm convinced it's a representation of their cosmic...
That's like you can't even make that up, man.
Cosmic friends.
You get it. They know what he knows what the people want.
Turns out, they're trying to convince the audience the animal names should be fish-themed. I'm feeling of animal names should be fish-themed.
That is so scary. What's over their face? Is she gonna ride him?
I'm feeling off-center and confused. Perhaps I need to reconnect with the elements, and for this, I need a guide.
And feel if something happens inside of you. Whether you feel a change, a sensation. Does it tickle somewhere? Is it warm? Or nothing changed at all? sometimes it takes a while to train your perception. Contact with the earth element. Choose the standing stone you feel most attracted to. Lean your chest and then your stomach against the stone. Breathing deeply until you smell the scent of the mineral. When the scent turns into a flavor in your mouth, push your tongue against your palate and collect as many emotions as you can. You are in contact with the earth. And why is that so? Because the standing stones are fixed in the earth, so they are like antennas. That's why you can, through touching or contacting the stone, get in touch with the element earth. And also the stone is an earth element. Do you taste something in your mouth? I'm sure after a while, if you would do that more often, or you can do it also more often, because I guess there are also stones where you live.
Lick the stone. Lick it. Kiss it.
I came to Damanhur looking for a magical cure to my mental health problems. But what I found was a creative community holding on to their traditions.
Art is important in Damanhur. Everybody is an artist and has to express their own creativity.
No,
Whether
I don't
or
think they
not
believe
we
in
choose
flat
to
Earth.
believe in cosmic beings and selfic powers,
They believe in the selfics.
curiosity draws
Lick the
more
stone or
people
lick the
into
toad?
this
I'd rather
cultural
lick the stone.
experiment that began with their founder Falco all those years ago.
The dream is to create a new way of being in society, a new way of living together, having a connection with ourselves.
I leave Damanhur thinking that while many of the people here seem to have found the key to living happy lives, what cost does it come at?
Everything? Ooh. Mm-hmm. If they say so, they're saying it's all voluntary. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's kind of all right. This is actually pretty good. This is actually incredibly responsible of them saying they don't substitute medicine or personal willpower. No, I mean, it's, look, better than some. Wish is to stay on this planet, saying we wanted to go to space was a provocation we wrote to NASA in 1992. What does that mean? Oh, I would love it. If Nomo could prevent me from getting ill, I'd be like so grateful to Nomo. Oh, this is a very short video. This is only 5 minutes. All right, we'll watch this next one and then we'll watch the skyscraper one.
I used to teach at a Korean hagwon. A hagwon is a private Korean school. We were being watched 24/7. CCTV was everywhere, in every classroom, in every hallway. I also think that there was audio. We couldn't speak freely about anything negative that was happening. I felt very uncomfortable around my assistant director. He had brushed up against me a few times. He touched my butt a few times. You start to think like,
I found a
not
mess like
necessarily
this
being
in
suicidal, but
Don Quixote.
what do I do? Midnight running is a term specifically for Korea, for English teachers who are in similar
I feel like
positions
it's in a
that I
number
was
of
in,
countries.
who their bosses are breaking laws or breaking rules or treating them horribly, whether it be racism, sexual assault. It is for people who their last
You
resort
think I sit around in the room
is
at night
leaving
just wearing
and
the
not
mask?
telling anyone. I wanted to teach at a Hagwon originally because my cousin has lived in Korea for over 6 years. Teaching or working with children, rather, was more my passion. Working at a Hagwon turned out to be one of the worst experiences of my life. The children definitely are overworked. I was teaching them mostly English, but also illegally was teaching them ballet. There were not enough people working in the school teaching. I was watching multiple classrooms, like 3 at a time almost, with 4-year-olds, you know, very young kids. Kids are jumping on tables. And one kid actually tried to jokingly throw himself through a window. It's just complete madness. The Korean teachers would have far less breaks than the foreign teachers. They were way more overworked.
I mean,
I've
it
seen
sounds like it
teachers
sucks.
running
I'm
through
not
the
sure that this
school,
needs like an
not
expose.
sitting down for 8 hours a day. I've seen many of them cry. One of them would be in tears because my director just yelled at her, and I can't even go over there to hug her or console her because I will get yelled at not to talk to her. It was a very hostile environment. The most shocking thing that I saw was how the teachers were treated. Within the first 3 days of being there, I saw my director yell at a Korean teacher and call her stupid multiple times in a row in Korean. I only knew a few Korean words, but I knew that one. And I think that is the first time where I realized, oh, what did I get myself into? I felt very uncomfortable around my assistant director. He had brushed up against me a few times. He touched my butt a few times. And he got very close to me, and it was just me and him in the break room. And I was like, nope, I'm good. Please get away from me. I wanted to tell my director because I knew that that was a big deal, especially with hearing other instances of them touching my coworkers. And she also, I felt she would be understanding. She did not care that he'd done that. She basically wrote it off as not being a big deal, which was very upsetting because I thought even maybe as a woman, she'd understand that. My coworker found porn on my assistant director's computer. It was in a folder on his desktop. So all you had to do was open that folder and you would see them. And there were children around. He teaches children. I just find it incredibly repulsive. My coworker did report it to my director, but as usual, nothing came of it, and she shrugged it off. This shows you the lengths that this woman is willing to go through to keep her business afloat.
I don't know where you guys
keep your folder. She does not want to fire someone that is looking at porn and sexually harassing her employees. My breaking point was when I was exposed to COVID and the school lied to our faces about it. I had to be in quarantine, and my director flew to Jeju when she knew she'd been exposed. They lied to my face multiple times. They lied by omission multiple times. It was completely beyond upsetting, and I was definitely
this sounds like it really sucked.
Okay.
This definitely sounds like a really bad work environment.
Do I need to midnight run? Do I need to leave and tell no one and speak of it nowhere and just get a ticket and run? There's all these thoughts going through my head of what should I do next? But I couldn't do anything because I'm stuck in a room. There was a feeling of just hopeless and being powerless and not feeling like I could do anything.
It's not a good idea.
I would have done it if she didn't try to fire me and give me a way out. My director told me, hey, you don't follow me. You don't follow me. Which I believe she meant, you don't do what I want all the time, so I don't like you. And she said, okay, so you're just gonna have to go. The experience was definitely traumatizing.
She wanted to leave and then she got fired.
By people who clearly do not care about you as a person. They only care about the money that you make them was horrible. A lot of Hagwons are like the school that I worked for. If not, I've heard worse stories. This is not rare.
I feel bad for her, but that just feels like that's just a lot of places. That just seems like a lot of places, especially nowadays. That sounds like a lot of jobs, man.
All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that was Vice's best work.
Free soloing skyscraper.
That wasn't really hard-hitting journalism.
Just goes
I
away.
had an asshole boss.
I start to panic.
And an asshole vice boss.
My name is Alexis Lando. I am 22 years old. I would say there are probably 5 people that do what we do on Earth if we talk about urban free solo.
When I started, nobody else was free soloing Berling's.
There is a new
I mean,
generation
look,
of
she's got my
climbers
sympathy. It sounds
following in my
bad. It
footsteps.
just doesn't.
Once we're up there, it's a matter of life
Holy
and death.
crap.
I don't know why, but at this moment in my life, I felt like I needed to go anywhere.
Yo,
I wanted to go,
parkour!
you know. This is maybe something that a lot of teenagers feel too, but I really needed freedom of movement. And this was a day that my life would probably change forever.
I would be dead, dude. Instantly.
Right now I'm about to complete my hardest
I'd
challenge
make
yet,
it
which is
1
the
minute
Parkour Tower.
before falling
The
and hurting
handholds are
myself
so
and never
small.
walking again.
My strap is gone on my pinky.
I know I am putting my family through hell with what I do. Maybe I die young.
If I looked like
But on
him,
the
I
other hand,
might impress Maru.
If I don't even try, it's already failing. My life has already no value if I don't even try. I don't have a choice. The only way is to the top.
I have no idea. Like a strong
I've been
wind?
training for this for over 6 months
I mean,
now.
this is probably one of those guys,
Tomorrow
Murph,
is a
dude.
big climb, so it's all in my head now. This is my simulator. It's a replica of a building window that I built during the pandemic. This is really similar to what I'm about to climb on Saturday. I've trained for this here and on the tower itself, but security were kicking me out. You want me to do a little demo? I don't have my climbing shoes, but I don't need them to show you. I'm just gonna put a little bit of strap and we're good. Sometimes the metal can be really sharp. The metal would easily cut my fingers if I didn't have this. I would not be able to climb one window without those. Actually, that's not true, but I would not be able to climb 5 windows without those. And to be honest, I haven't trained on the tower in 2 months. So it makes me a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I have to keep in mind that I'm climbing for 15 years now. So I am trained for this. Climbing with regular shoes.
The final ascent would be what would freak me out, trying to get onto the roof.
Because this, for me, represents an era, a time. The only thing I wanted was to climb the Montparnasse Tower.
That's
since
insane,
I'm tall
dude.
enough to walk, I've been trained to climb. It's pretty much my DNA, So when I was really a young kid, my dad and mom, they used to watch me all the time because I was trying to climb everywhere. So my dad, he was like, all right, this is enough. I'm gonna bring you to the climbing gym, and from now on, you climb only the gym. And I never left Entrebloc ever since.
Allez, allez, tu passes dessus. Allez, 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 pousse. Pieds mains. Allez, bon, allez, 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 allez. Ouvre le bassin, c'est ça. Allez, 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 allez. Faites des chansons.
When I was
Open
growing
the
up,
pelvis?
I always felt, I would say left out. Not left out, but different. Same nowadays. I really have a hard time to fit in, groups of people because, I don't know what to share with them. I don't watch sports on TV. I don't watch TV at all. I don't do the same things.
He plays video games.
So I've always
That's
had big
all.
troubles
He's good.
speaking to other people, except when it comes to other climbers or other parkour athletes. So the people I know in Entrebloc are probably the people I've known for the longest period now, because I've been climbing this place for 15 years without ever stopping. So it's more than a second home. It's my main home, I've always been passionate about the urban landscape because, this is where I was born. I was not born in the countryside. I was born here in the middle of the city in Paris. So there's so much to explore, so much to see,
Yeah, but who would
There's
think to
beauty
climb
in
a
those modern
a
architecture in a way.
building?
And when I tried parkour for the first time, 4 years ago, I realized this urban environment, it's so beautiful. I really feel I can do whatever I
parkour
want in the
always
city,
looks
basically.
cool.
I can climb buildings, I can jump from a roof to another. It really makes me feel powerful and also really free. at this moment in my life. I don't know why, but I felt like I needed to go anywhere I wanted to go, you know. The freedom of movement that you have, you can go anywhere if you're good at parkour, you know. This is maybe something that a lot of teenagers feel too, but I really needed this freedom of movement.
I mean, I'm sure as soon as you're done a fear,
I was thinking, you know, but maybe
you're
I can
just
do more than just parkour. Maybe I can climb, you know.
Someone in chat just said they twisted their ankle and they're like, that's it.
That modern
we watched a film about how teaching English in the DPRK is.
And
no.
quickly after, I heard about Bear, and I was like, wow, this exists in real life. It was mind-blowing.
Construction workers cheered and crowds gathered on the streets to watch a daredevil scale the New York Times building.
He calls himself Spider-Man. Elaine Robert climbs tall things.
Today in total, I have climbed 170 different buildings. I am Alain Robert. I am from France, already 60 years old. And I live now in Bali for almost 10 years.
I heard there's a lot of people going to Bali lately.
After free soloing hard grades on rocks. So I'm talking about 31 years ago when I did climb free solo, the hardest route in the whole world. I would say that Alex Honnold or Alexander Huber, they are the guys who have really recognized what I have done 31 years ago.
He's free soloed harder grades than I ever have. You know, I mean, and that was a long time ago when those were really close to the cutting edge. Basically, he was only a few grades away from the hardest that anybody could do with a rope. And so the idea that he was climbing some of the hardest things in the world without a rope seems totally outrageous.
That's insane.
But, you know, I became famous not because I have climbed hard grades on rocks. I became famous because I started climbing buildings.
Like imagine like you're climbing up that rock wall and the only thing keeping you up is like sticking your fingers in like a little crevice. Ooh, fume, hello.
Calling me a French Spider-Man. I actually got that name from the American medias when I first climbed in Chicago in 1994. I could tell you that I share the same kind of philosophy as the Spider-Man. When I started, I think nobody else was free soloing buildings. And now
I think I've seen that one,
a
Mortifa.
new generation of climbers that are following in my footsteps. And at the moment, I would say that Alexis Lando is the most promising one.
So the first building that I ever climbed was like the building of my dreams. When I was a kid, I was like 10 years old, and from my mom's house, I was able to see a building through the windows, but I was only able to see the top of the building because I was so small. And every year, I could see more of the building because I was growing up. And all those years, my mom told me, you know, don't do it, don't climb this, you know. I was just a little kid, but she already knew that I had this in me. At some point in my life, I just could not resist to climb it. I was 18, and this was a day that my life would probably change forever.
He's climbing that building. His mom's just sitting there.
Big holes. It still required some climbing moves, but I had a level of climbing that allowed me to feel really safe on this one. So I remember that I was not on the top yet, that I was already telling myself, okay, I need to find another climb because this was too easy. I'm so happy I did this, but I was actually happier to find out that this is what I truly love.
That would be terrible.
I
mean, that would be a tragedy of life.
I just started.
But they feel compelled to climb it anyways.
Difficult buildings. I started thinking about what other challenges can I overcome. So after the NG Tower, I was thinking in my head, okay, let's go for Ariane Tower. And after Ariane Tower, I said, okay, let's go for Montparnasse Tower. And
the no rope thing is what gets me, man.
Finding new challenges.
The problem that the new generation now they are encountering, it's the quantity. Every day there is millions of new videos that are more more amazing from one to another. And you need to do what you do for the right reason.
Yeah, he's right.
If it is to become famous, and you would never ever climb if there wasn't cameras, GoPros, and drones, then you are absolutely on the wrong track.
I mean, that other guy was just climbing because he seemed like he liked it.
You know, it's my nature. When I'm climbing, my anxiety just goes away because I can't be anxious, you know. If I start to panic or something like this, it's the end, you know. This is what I love also with what I do, is that once I start, the only way is to the top. I want to do this for as long as I'm capable of doing this, find harder challenges and also interesting climbs, you know, like technically interesting climbs. And right now I'm about to, you know, complete my hardest challenge yet, which is the Mercurial Tower. We are next to the Mercurial Tower.
How do you get down if the building is locked up?
To scout the day before, because I can visualize myself.
I'm sure they got a cell phone.
I'm so stressed and excited at the same time, but it's normal. The fact that I'm stressed,
I can't imagine they get
that
permission.
Everything's working correctly. So this is technically my hardest challenge yet. The handholds are so small. I can basically put like 0.5 centimeters of finger per hand to climb. The Mercury Tower have a little bit bigger than this for the feet, but way smaller than this. And the foot placements are much worse. And the movements I have to make is more technical than what I'm used to do.
No.
I know I can do it. I've trained for this.
No.
Tomorrow I will climb the route on the right, stay on
How is he
right
going to get up
lane,
to the top?
Because the other lanes, they are not solid, you know. The holes,
this is like a fascia or something all the way at the top.
There's always a chance that, you know, I might grab a handhold and it doesn't hold well, or it's fragile, you know, but that's, you know, luck also. But they shouldn't be, because I checked as much as I could the structure and everything seems to be strong, so there should be no problem. We can't stay here too long though, because security is gonna come for us, so we gotta move. I called a friend and he's gonna bring a bunch of parkour, urban exploration people. Everybody knows each other in this kind of little, you know, like environment of parkour, urban exploration. Yeah. So yeah, it's a whole other aspect of my life, you know. And of course, I'm stressed about Saturday, but you know, hanging out with friends is always good to, you know, relax, think about something else, empties my head before the big climb. I'm expecting some people that I haven't seen in like 2 or 3 years, so yeah. Ah, gros, ça va? Ouais. Ça va, mec? Enchanté. Few of the people that I'm hanging out with are like the first people I've ever trained parkour with. They like teach me, you know, like all those basics of parkour. They like teach me, you know, like all those basics of parkour.
That's so cool.
They're both parkour athletes and explorers, you know. It's like a little community of people who, you know, hang out on the roof, train parkour on parkour spots, have fun, just hang out, stuff like this. This is a more fun and goofy.
Dude, imagine you jump shart someone like that. That's your jump shart. I bet you no one's ever done it before.
This is a more fun and goofy aspect of my life, which is urban exploring like this. Because I don't do this often. It's not my passion, but I enjoy.
I'm not doing it naked, dude.
I train on it. I climb on it.
Do you regret not jump sharting? I'm saying I should have taken it to the next level.
It's all part of like a lifestyle. Ah oui, ok. Putain, mais gros, t'es un ouf. Right now we're in La Défense,
I'm just saying it would be
which is
great.
the business district. I really love these atmospheres.
Of course I told the story about jump sharding. I've told it many times.
This building right now, the Total
It's actually
Tower,
one of Jen's favorite stories.
It's absolutely beautiful.
She loves it when I tell that story. She thinks it's funny.
Sécu revienne. On va se casser. Reviens de toute façon sur ce côté-là. Attends, c'est où qu'il a grimpé Alain? Attends, je vais te montrer, attends. C'est où qu'il a grimpé? C'est peut-être là.
I don't understand that top part.
Voilà. This is Areva Tower. Alain Robert climbed it 20 years ago, if I remember correctly. So it's a crack climbing style. You put your hands like this, and you go up like this. On est d'accord que Alain qui grimpe le tour Areva, c'est au moins un des meilleurs sauts du monde.
Ah, mais je pense.
Peut-être même.
Imagine the shoes you would need.
But doing this on 200 meters is absolutely nuts.
200 meters, man.
Ils ont mis ça après ma grimpe ou après celle de Léo, je sais plus trop. It's not technically
Don't
illegal
climb
in
this.
France because there's no law about it. It's illegal in Spain, for example, and you get a ticket for it. But in France, there's no law about climbing buildings, so they don't know what to do with those. But I get arrested pretty much every time I climb a building.
Sometimes I am arrested by the cops, ending up in jail, maybe having to pay a hefty fine and going to court and being treated like a criminal. I'm still having a pending case in Hong Kong, but cops, you know, there is the good cops and there is the bad one, and some of them, they are just treating me like a piece of shit. I couldn't believe it myself, the violence.
I don't know where they
there
get the
is
money.
In some
Training
cops.
instructor?
Maybe they are frustrated because their dick is too small, and others, cops, maybe they are frustrated because their dick is too small, and others, they are really, really nice. They are friends, actually. We are in touch. Sometimes we are eating together. We are drinking champagne.
On my first climbs, I was
Dude, he
always
might be
handcuffed.
70, but he's
now
like...
they start to know me, so I usually don't have much problems.
He's good.
The police
He's good,
is
man.
always really nice with me. We often like take selfies and stuff because, you know, they think it's cool too, you know? Maybe one day I'll get a big fine and regret, but no, I won't regret. Et dis-toi qu'après, le truc se resserre, t'as plus la place de mettre les pieds, quoi. C'est ouf quand même, hein. Et à la fin, t'as carrément plus la place. Tu regardes la vidéo d'Alain, il est comme si il n'arrive pas à mettre ses pieds dans la fissure.
There is a whole new generation trying to follow me, and they are inspired. This is one of the best compliments that I can receive. People, they are asking, are you not afraid that you may feel responsible because they may fall and they may die trying to follow you on your footstep? But I don't feel responsible. I know I will feel something, but I've never said that actually there was no risk. Overall, we are having the choice. There is no guarantee for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even making money off of it, really, not directly.
Live your life and be careful and be sure that you are following me for the right reason.
Yeah, that's the best thing he says, is you're doing it because you want to do it, not because you're going for clout.
My biggest fear is losing
everyone who's climbing
anybody
pretty tall.
that I love in
He looks
a car
pretty tall.
accident or from cancer.
If you're taller, you've got
This is what
longer
scares
wingspan.
me
It's
in life.
easier to do
The thing that I cannot control.
most climbs.
This is why, on some level, I think I climb.
Are you not
I'm the
tall? Are
only
you
one
worried you can't do
who
this
has
climb?
Power.
I don't think you
who
got to
has
worry about it.
control over my life. I can see death coming when I climb a skyscraper, and I can do something about it. I'm in control of what's happening.
I mean, he doesn't look like mega tall.
I know I am putting my family through hell with what I do because they are scared for me all the time. They are
You're 5'2"?
trusting me more.
I'm sure
and
there's
more
still plenty of
every
things you
time
could climb.
because they see that it goes well. But if I fall, I would feel so guilty for putting my girlfriend through hell.
I would not try
I
and
would feel
climb
terrible.
a building.
Tu peux m'envoyer un message pour,
Ça marche. De toute façon, je te tiens au courant par message. Je te tiens au courant quand je commence la grimpe. Si jamais tu veux être là pour regarder la grimpe, c'est toi qui vois.
Je veux juste pas louper le début.
Ok, pourquoi?
Je sais pas, je trouve que c'est le moment où il y a le plus de choses qui se jouent, donc...
Ok. Ah, c'est le moment le plus stressant pour moi. Une fois que t'es dedans, tu vois, t'es dedans. Je suis dedans. Mais le début, vraiment se lancer, c'est là que je l'aime pousser, quoi. Ce qui m'inquiète le plus, c'est presque la mise en place plutôt que la grimpe en elle-même, quoi.
Ouais, non, mais là, faut pas que ça te prenne la tête. Hein. Faut vraiment que tu te focuses sur la grimpe et les médias, ça passe après, quoi.
Par contre, je t'aime.
Mais c'est vrai.
Bon. maybe I die young, traumatize my family. But on the other hand, if I don't even try, it's already failing. My life has already like no value if I don't even try. Years ago, when I was in front of my desk, I was having panic attacks.
Code, are you having some like fugue state right now? I'm not.
Panic attack when I'm, 200 meters high.
I'm not the one climbing the building.
So the only thing I
That's
can do
not me.
is trying, fighting
And
for my life.
Pigeons don't climb.
And always
they
make sure I
fly.
don't fall. This is how I see it, What is the point of living if I don't even try, Let's go for a desk job. Let's go for something that I was not born.
He should get a UPS
and
job delivering and making over $200,000 a year. That's what he should do. Well, that gate did nothing.
When I start to climb, I know I'm going to succeed. I know I'm going to live. I get perfect focus. It's like a dance choreography. Everything has to go as planned. Every move is perfectly executed. This is what makes me stay alive,
Look how small the handholds are. I can barely fit my hands.
Un petit peu, mais je me sens relativement serein parce qu'il est super entraîné pour ça. Je me fais pas de soucis en fait. Je sais de quoi il est capable. Je le sais.
Fuck. My strap is gone. On my pinky.
Of course, if I fall, the consequences are horrible. But once you're up there, 200 meters, no security, no rope, you don't have a choice but to listen to your logical mind and just keep going. Keep going until you reach the top. I don't do what I do for other people. I've climbed buildings where nobody sees me climbing. I do this because I love to do this, but I like the idea that some people are just walking down the street.
I would have a little parachute.
And they see me
I would keep a little parachute on my
protection.
back.
There's something like almost artistic to it, almost funny.
All right, I'm almost finished. I got 8 floors left to do.
When you are climbing, without any equipment, there is always a risk. But let's say that the first second you're born, you are condemned to die. So you better choose, which way you're gonna live your life and trying to enjoy it as much as you can, instead of being a coward and keeping your dreams on your mind.
Hell
and
yeah,
doing
man.
Something that you don't even like. I have accepted a risk. If I wanted to play the hard game, I had to be willing to lose it all.
I hope that I made Anna Robert proud, our mentor. And now I just gotta look for a new challenge.
Woo!
I would be really scared to be standing on that little thingy right there. I would know.
Well,
I wouldn't climb it in the first place, but I
deserve
definitely
that
wouldn't
view.
be standing on that thingy.
This beautiful view of Paris.
Holy crap. All right. That was a fun stream. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, I think. Today's Thursday. Update Honkai. I will try to update my video game. It's installed. It's just not updated. What do you mean WTF? I streamed for 7 hours. I told you. You missed the skyscraper video. I'm sorry. I'll definitely be able to update the game and we could play it after the Monster Hunter tomorrow. We can definitely do that. It's not an issue. More react. I'm sleepy. I'm eepy. It was a 7-hour stream. That's not a bad stream. Kramer, I'm ringing. I don't know what that means. Oh, Elden ringing. Have fun. Everyone have fun. I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.